Hi guys, I hope you're all well. Looking forward to today's video. So today what I thought I would do is show you some more Minibeasts. One, because I really like Minibeasts and I want you to love Minibeasts as much as I do. But two, following on from our food chain video, I just want to show you a few more, like 2 of 3 of the animals that we're going to meet today make excellent decomposers. So starting off those food chains. Okay, so here they are. So I'm going to introduce you to one of our sun beetles. Now, sun beetles come from Africa. They can be found in west and central parts of Africa, and often they are found in the acacia tree. Now, these guys, they eat fruit. So at the moment, our little guy here is munching on some squishy melon, delish. And these guys can actually fly. So if I take you over the top here, can you see that little split in the back? So that is for the wing casings, so they can fly really, really well. Now, a little fun fact for you, these guys are one of the most popular beetles to be kept as pets in the world. That is right, people do like to keep beetles as pets. They do like to keep bugs. There are people out there. Like me, I love bugs. I hope you're loving bugs too. Now, some beetles, they are egg layers. They will lay their eggs in the soil and they start off their lives as grubs. Now, they do not look this beautiful as a grub. They look like big, fat, juicy maggots. They're huge. And they will actually stay underneath the ground in their grub state for about 3 to 5 months. And while they're doing this, they are eating all of the rotten vegetation. So all of those rotten plants, those vegetables, the rotting roots. So they make great decomposers, like we were talking about with our food chains. So they munch up all of that vegetation and they put the nutrients back into the ground to start off those food chains again. Now, after they've done that for 3 to 5 months, they will then pupate. Now, what they do is they cover themselves in soil. They make like a little shell. They look like a soil-made egg. That is what they look like. And that's about 5 weeks. They will stay in this pupal stage. And then they emerge out of the ground as one of these beautiful beetles. They go through a complete metamorphosis. Now, complete metamorphosis, or metamorphosis, means a change. So when they are a teeny baby to when they are an adult, they look completely different. So if you remember, I said that when they're a baby, they are like this maggoty grub. But then they change, they transform into one of these beautiful beetles. Oh, look, having his good old munch on that rotting melon. Delicious. So here we have got our friend Tinkerbell, our Asian forest scorpion. Now, as her name suggests, she would be found in the forests of Asia. And she's perfectly camouflaged there. This black exoskeleton that she's got allows her to hide out in the shadows of the forest, hide under the leaves, the trees, the fallen bark. That's where she'd hide herself away. Now, she is naturally nocturnal, meaning that she would sleep during the day and come out at night. Now, scorpions, I do get it. For those of you that are not keen on creepy crawlies, I do understand why scorpions might put you off. Let's check her out. Look, okay, so at the moment, I have to explain. Tinkerbell is one of her grumpiest scorpions. She is right now in defense mode. Check this out. She's got her pincers, so those great big claws, out at me, basically saying, do not mess with me. Okay, but it's okay, Tinkerbell, I'm not going to mess with you. I'm not that silly. But if you look down her curly tail that she's holding up, at the end of that, she has got what looks like the shape of a water drop. And at the end of there, that is her stinger. And her stinger contains venom. Now, that venom is used to basically stop her prey. She would eat things like smaller bugs, okay, bugs that are smaller than her, okay, so these invertebrates. She would eat worms, she'd eat crickets, grasshoppers, locusts, and what she'd do is sting them with her tail. The venom in there stops them being able to move, so they can't run away from her. And then she uses her great big pincers so those claws at the front to grab hold. And scorpions don't eat in the nicest way. They do just rip up their food and gobble them down. So yeah, it's not the nicest way to go. Now, scorpions are arachnids. So arachnids are these invertebrates with 2 parts of their body and 8 legs. Okay, so that is how you tell an arachnid. Now, scorpions can do something pretty amazing, because Tinkerbell, sometimes people say that's a ridiculous name for a scorpion. There is a reason, okay, and I'm going to show you. But to do that, I need to turn the lights off, so bear with me. Okay, so I've made it as dark as I can in here without losing you completely. But scorpions, as I said, are nocturnal. So they come out at night, and under moonlight, they glow. So I've got a torch here that is a black light, and that is what you would get from the moon. And they glow in the dark, and almost you can see more of her. Can you see her eyes right in the middle? Checking you all out. So they glow underneath UV light. Now, scientists haven't worked out why they do this. There's a few theories though. So, like we've spoken about in my other videos, animals with bright colours or bold markings, it is a warning that they are dangerous. So, a warning to other animals to stay away from them. It could be that by glowing in the dark, they are able to attract their food, because it has been proven that bugs, they are attracted to fluorescent light. So maybe she's attracting her dinner, or maybe she's attracting other scorpions. It's not yet known, but all scorpions will glow in the dark, and I think it is pretty cool. Now, she does actually look blue under this light, but in life she glows green, and that is the reason we've called her Tinkerbell. So in here we have got 2 of our Madagascan hissing cockroaches, and as the name suggests, these guys would be found in Madagascar, and they are types of cockroaches that hiss. Now, the reason that they hiss is really interesting, okay, because these guys, they are pretending to be what they are not, okay? They are pretending to be, well, actually, let's have a guess. What animals do you know that hiss? You got it? Snakes. So these guys are pretending to be snakes, because they look just like snakes, don't they? No, they do not. But a lot of animals are fearful of snakes. So what these guys can do is hide in the long grass. And then if they hear a predator coming, or sense a predator coming along, they will hiss. Now, how do you all hiss? Have a little go for me. That sounds beautiful. These guys do not use their mouths. They have got little holes down the side of their tummy. Can you see? And what these guys do is they suck in the air. Now, have you heard of the instrument, the accordion? So what you would do is you stretch out the accordion that sucks air into it. And then what you do is push all the air out, and that makes the accordion make the noise. This is what these guys do. So by pushing the air out of those holes, they can make this hissing sound. And then the other animals think, whoa, there is a snake, I'm leaving. And it stops them getting eaten. So it is really, really clever. Now, if we go back to talking about our food chains, these guys make great decomposers, because they literally eat everything. And they especially like it if it's rotting. Okay, so these guys, they will eat all of that rotting vegetation. I'm trying to get a nice face view for you. Oh, let's get it in focus. Oh, can we focus this close? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm going to come out. So they eat all of the rotting food, and they decompose that and put that, all that goodness, back into the soil. So these are great guys for helping the food chains. Now, I understand that people think that they are dirty, but actually cockroaches are very, very clean. And they have been shown that when they come into contact with humans, they spend ages cleaning themselves because actually we're the dirty ones. Now I'm trying to get a good old view for you of their faces, because if I come back to this one, now I'm sorry I keep going backwards and forwards, but these, I'm going to show you, these bumps here are not eyes, they are horns, to show us that this cockroach is a boy. Okay, now their head is actually, I'm really struggling to get in with our cockroach here. Their head is underneath, can you see? So we're actually looking at the ground, but it kind of, from this angle, those horns do look like eyes, and they kind of look like they've got a little fish face, don't they? Now I've had a little rejig so you can get a closer look at this little one's face. There you go. I couldn't quite get the right angle. There you go, look. And they are pretty incredible how they manoeuvre over things. So can you see how they've got these little hairs, or look like hairs, on their legs? They will help them sense movement, so if any predators coming along, but also give them extra grip, so they're able to climb. So these guys can climb glass, they can climb wood, pine cones, as you can see, with ease. Now I'm wondering, now these guys, they kind of know that I'm not a predator, I'm not going to eat them, but I would like you to hear the hiss. So I'm going to try, I'm going to stroke one of them on the back, see if we can get a hiss. There we go. Not again though, you know that I'm not going to eat you. What about your friend over here? Let's have a little go. No, you know me too well. Not going to eat you. But you heard that hiss. So that's enough to make most animals jump and also think twice as to whether there's a snake there. I hope you've enjoyed meeting them. Well, I hope I didn't scare too many of you off. And I hope you're still liking mini beasts. Yes? Good. Now, what I'm going to do, same as last week, so on Thursday, what I'm going to do is extend our quiz, because I think a few of you quite enjoyed that quiz. So that was only a mini one, I'm going to extend it. I'm going to test your knowledge. You best get the books out, okay? You can do a little bit of a revision up until Thursday, alright? I'm not going to tell you the theme though, or what we're doing. Now then, you may have seen that I've been posting about our animal care fund. We are doing a new thing where if all of our followers just donated £3, just £3, that is the equivalent of you buying a coffee if you were going to work normally, okay? You going to the pub and having a drink out in the sunshine, which sounds delicious at the moment, but you can't do it. So instead of putting your £3 towards your drink in the sunshine, give it to our animals. If you can just donate £3, if all of our followers did that, we would smash our target and it would help us so much. I will put details in the link, and remember guys, you can still sponsor our animals, you can still book the Zoom parties or one-to-one sessions if you would like to meet our animals and learn a little bit more about them. All you need to do is just pop me a message, and I look forward to testing your brains out on Thursday. Have a lovely week.